you honestly, I really think lawyers are just cunts. And I think, to be honest with you, a gold Submariner would be absolutely perfect for you. Now that you've told me that. I mean, lawyers are the most fucking pretentious sons of bitches I've ever met in my life. I No, I've met a few. I had a friend of mine who used to work at Clayton Utes. Okay. And they're the most pretentious wankers I've ever met in my life. And I had a lawyer client who started off on a Submariner no date, and then I sold him that, and then I sold him a two-tone Submariner, right? And then I actually sold it for him. And I know the legal fraternity. It'd be a good idea for you to get a Benz as well. Lawyers are the most pretentious cunts you'll ever meet in your life. Get a second-hand C-Class. No, BMW. No. What sort of BMW have you got? Okay. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I tell you what, I think the best thing for you, I reckon. Hey Victor, it's Archie here. How are you? Hey, you're looking at buying a gold sub. So what sort of budget have you got there? Sure, because that's actually in US dollars. You know that as well, don't you? 15. I've got 15 US. Yeah. Yeah, it's not actually my one. I've got one myself, but I'm not actually selling mine. So that watch there would be, what's that watch? I'll just tell you what it works out to. It works out to 20,800. Well, it's I think it's from the mid 90s. It's basically a 16618. It's either an S, an E, or an N serial number. So this could be somewhere from 92 to about 95. But I mean, the age doesn't really matter. I mean, it's not like buying a car. These are, it is what it is. That's fairly reasonable buying at that price. This is a dealer friend of mine who's selling it. He's a big international watch dealer. He's actually come to Brisbane. He's got family in Brisbane, so he's here for another week or two. So he buys and sells a lot of these things. But there's no question of it being, it's 100% legit piece. That's what it is. It's a superb piece. Well, it's 40 mil. I mean, it's the same size as all the Submariners. Yeah, well, this is in similar condition to that. It's in similar condition to that. He's got relatives at Caloundra, and he's got relatives in Brisbane. We could certainly meet up there if you're interested, but it's something it'd basically be, if you're interested, it'd just be to make sure the watch is right, and that there, it's not really just to have a look at. He's priced it very keenly. I had one, and if I was to sell mine, I'd want about 24. So it is significantly cheaper than market, in my opinion, but it depends whether you want to spend 20 almost 21,000 on it. He really wouldn't negotiate that. That is the price. He's priced it fair to start with. The guy is a multi-millionaire, and he's always got about 5 gold pieces for sale. Actually, I got my one from him, to tell you the truth. I got my gold one from him. So look, he's a very, very sharp dealer. So I mean, I wouldn't. He's very savage buying. You know, if it wasn't Rolex or something like that, you're just wasting your time, really, in my opinion. I think it would. If you've got Breitling, they lose a lot. They lose a lot. Yeah, no, he wouldn't touch any fashion watches. Unfortunately, he's priced it to clear, but I mean that may be a bit much. I mean, 20,000 is a lot of money to come up with.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece. We adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.